Are Bitcoins safe to invest in? 3 advantages and disadvantages of this cryptocurrency.
Disclaimer. This is meant purely for informational purposes. What you decide to do with this information is up to you. The video, channel, and associates cannot be held liable for any outcome by taking action on information provided. Also, any referral links can possibly lead to the creator of this content receiving compensation. Thank you for your support in advance. Enjoy.
There's a lot being said about Bitcoins right now, and you may be becoming curious as to whether you should hop in on the trend. You need to know, are Bitcoins safe to invest in? Well, this was created to give you the facts so you can make an educated decision on whether this investment is right for you. This is not intended as a be-all, end-all answer, but as a way to give you a few tools of knowledge so you can at least head in the right direction for yourself. We need to answer a few basic questions first. What in the world are Bitcoins? A Bitcoin is digital currency that is not regulated by any government or specific party. This makes this currency or cryptocurrency decentralized, unlike fiat currency or fiat money, US dollars or pesos, which are controlled by banks and governments. This gives you a basic overview of what it is. You also need to know some of the advantages and disadvantages of this currency. Advantages. Pretty much inflation proof. Fiat currency is widely used around the world. Fiat currency is basically money whose value is held up by the faith and trust, but not backed up by anything else like gold or silver. The American dollar is a good example of fiat currency. One of the biggest issues with fiat currency is the government can print as much of it as it wants to cover debts. Unfortunately, the more that is printed, the more the value of the money that is already circulating dwindles. This leads to inflation and the cost of everything going up to make up for the decrease of value of the current dollar. When the Bitcoin system was created, there were specifications put in place to limit the amount of coins to be produced. The limit is 21 million, and it will probably be reached by 2140. Since there can only be a limited amount of Bitcoins ever created, this stops the problem of inflation. Protection is easier. You can protect and hide your Bitcoins because they can be stored and encrypted on a hard drive to be backed up on paper if need be. Plus, does not occupy physical space, no matter how many you have. This means no cost to store, unlike gold and silver. You actually own Bitcoins once you have them. This is not the case with fiat currency. It is ultimately owned by the government that prints them. So at any point, the government can take back your money or severely decrease its spending power instantly. As long as you keep your Bitcoins private key secret and the transaction has enough confirmations, then no one can take them from you. Disadvantages. The Bitcoin itself is volatile. This means the price of one Bitcoin can generally rise and fall within a short period of time. This is mostly due to it being relatively new. This makes it a high-risk investment, and so trying to keep a savings in Bitcoins is not highly recommended at all at this point. The good news is that if you receive Bitcoins, there are several services out right now that will convert it to your local currency. Bitcoin payments are irreversible. Due to how the system is set up, no Bitcoin transaction can be reversed. They can only be reimbursed by the person receiving the payment. You will want to make sure that the business that you're a transaction with is one that you can trust and has a good reputation. On the good side, Bitcoin can pick up on typographical errors and will not generally allow you to send money by mistake to a bad address. Bitcoin is not anonymous. Every Bitcoin transaction is stored publicly and permanently in the Bitcoin network or blockchain, meaning that anyone can see the funds and transactions of a Bitcoin address. On the flip side, the identity of the user who owns the address is not known unless disclosed during a purchase or other circumstances. This is one of the main reasons why a person should use a Bitcoin address once. So are Bitcoins safe to invest in? Well, there are definitely disadvantages like it being volatile and advantages like it being virtually inflation proof. The truth is more and more places are starting to accept Bitcoin as payment, which helps make it more widespread and trusted. This helps to aim towards being more stable in the long run and being seen as yet another standard form of currency. So the best advice is to start off small and don't invest any more than you're comfortable losing. This way it does not dramatically lose value. You don't lose much, and if it dramatically increases, you have a small investment that unexpectedly led to a nice yield for you. Want more ways and advice about Bitcoin? Check out the links in the description or beneath this video. Plus, learn how to get free Bitcoins and lots more. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching this video.
Special bonus. Grab special free offer worth $10 of Bitcoins now. Go to http://bit.ly/Coinbase time. Again, go to bit.ly/Coinbase time